Am I the jerk for not letting my husband sit with us during girls' night in? My husband is 35 years old and is disabled. He's in a wheelchair and is at home 24/7. Because he needs me around to assist him, I have him and his chair nearby while I do laundry or cook or clean. He's with me most of the time, except for when I go to the bathroom. But even then, he complains about me being away for so long. I don't even go shopping. Everything gets delivered to our home. I haven't seen my girlfriends for a while, and I arranged to start having girls' night in at my place since I can't be away from home, especially at night. I asked my husband for some privacy when my friends come, and he took it badly. Took it as if I was annoyed and bothered by him, but I assured him that it wasn't like that. He said if that's true, then I'd let him sit in with us during girls' night in. I absolutely refused and tried to explain that my friends and I need privacy and this is the only time we get to spend together. I also explained that him sitting in with us would ruin the purpose of the girls' night in. He threw a hissy fit and called me selfish and rude for refusing. He then started to give me the cold shoulder, saying until I agreed to include him, he would stop speaking with me. Am I the jerk for choosing his hill to die on according to him? Let me know what you guys think in the comments section below. Am I evil for refusing to take down a video of my kid's father dancing at my brother's wedding? You see, my children's dad and I got separated and then divorced 2 years ago. We were on good terms regarding co-parenting. And since he's close to my brother invited him to his wedding. Perfectly okay with me since the kids were thrilled to get extra time with their dad. I was taking a video of my mom and my kids at the wedding and posted it on my Instagram. Hours later, I get a call from my ex yelling at me about my camera catching him dancing drunkenly in the background. I said, "So what?" He told me he's getting engaged to his conservative girlfriend soon, and if her or her conservative family saw him in this video, then he was going to get in trouble. I thought this was silly. He demanded that I take it down, but I declined. He insisted, saying he was technically recorded via my camera and he didn't consent to it. I called him ridiculous and refused to take it down. He got the kids involved now, which got me mad and made the argument escalate. So am I in the wrong here? Am I the jerk for not taking down this video? Let me know in the comments section below. Am I a jerk for choosing my budget over my boyfriend's this Halloween? I need some perspective here. This whole thing is out of control. I am a 28-year-old female, own my own house, and my 29-year-old boyfriend moved in this January. We had a ton of early money arguments and agreed that we would keep the household budget. Also, he agreed to pay down his credit card debt. I have more flexibility in my personal spending than he does. Early after we moved in, my boyfriend told me that as a kid, he always wanted to live in one of the houses that were totally decorated for Halloween for trick-or-treaters and handed out full-size candy. Here's where I messed up. I took this as a comment and not a plan. So, when the end of September came, we went to the Halloween store, and he was under the impression we had savings for this. I didn't know. We go over the monthly budget together, and it was never listed. When he found out there was no Halloween savings, we had a huge argument. Afterwards, I talked to friends who all said he talked about trick-or-treat extensively and how much it meant to him. I chalked this up to a misunderstanding on my part, so I came up with $500 of my own money and went to him with an apology. He decided to buy one big piece, an animatronic clown with some lights. It burned through the $500. Plus, he put a little of his own credit card, Keep in mind, he's already in credit card debt. He wanted another big piece and was mad I didn't put it on my credit card. I asked if he wanted to put up a handmade decorations or spider webs, but he said it would look cheap. A few weeks later, we had a fight over candy. He was still stuck on buying full-size bars. We easily get over 250 trick-or-treaters, and I said we don't have that much money. So we got bulk bags of good small bars. I also bought coloring books in case any kids had diabetes or allergies. Moving forward to Halloween. Early kid shows up and he's letting them grab handfuls. I reminded him that we had tons of trick-or-treaters coming and he got really annoyed. I had ordered pizza for us, so I went to go get it, and within 10 minutes of me coming back, our candy bowls were empty. He had been dumping a third of a bowl of our candy in each of the kids' bag and has given out all the coloring books to whatever kid came along and wanted it. He told me that he was going to run out and buy more candy on my credit card. I said I wasn't going to do that, and it wasn't my fault he handed out 20 pounds of candy. He started a tantrum and yelling right there in front of the kids, and I told him to come inside. He responded that he wasn't stopping trick-or-treating or even if no candy. I told him have fun with the clown and went inside. He came in 10 minutes later. Then he demanded that I leave for the night so he could clear his head. He argued it was fair because I had already eaten and it was all my fault that the trick-or-treat and Halloween was ruined because I'm cheap. At this point, I handed the rest of the pizza at him and he refused. He left and went to a friend's house, and I guess they spent the rest of the night drinking, handing out candies, and texting me how awful and cheap I am. Am I the jerk at this? Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Am I a jerk for not wanting to go to my dead brother's 30th birthday? My 24-year-old older brother died of cancer when I was 7. He was 12 at the time. He was my first best friend, and as a child, it was incredibly traumatic seeing him deteriorate and eventually die. I needed years of counseling, and I dealt with a lot of depression as a teenager because of it. A large part of me not being able to really move on, not forget him ever, but just to get on with my life, was my mother insisting I get him a card and we go out for a meal to celebrate his birthday every year. I know for some people that might seem okay and nice thing to do, but it's incredibly difficult for me and can make my mental health decline. I like just to remember him privately and light a little candle on his birthday. And I told my mom this many times. Yesterday, on his 29th birthday, my mom showed up with a birthday cake and candles for him and said I had to join in by singing happy birthday. She then said for his 30th birthday, she was going to throw a huge party and invite all of our family, friends, and guests. I don't want to go, but I know she's going to be furious and criticize me to everyone that we know. The first time I told her that I didn't want to go out to meals anymore, and she said I was being awful and I didn't care about my brother. This really hurts me. It made me question whether I should just go where and do whatever she wants. My family friends started being cold towards me too. Am I the jerk? Let me know in the comments section below.